All right, let's get into some Detroit Pistons talk. Apparently the Minnesota Timberwolves are looking to trade out the number one pick. We talked about the Warriors trading out the number one pick. And can you smell LaMelo Ball coming here? I can smell it. Well, let's talk about it. That subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. Apparently the Timberwolves are looking to move down and get a player that can help them now. I mean, they had Derrick Rose. I don't think they want him back. But they can get Blake Griffin. Shit, to be honest, man, we give you Luke Kennard. They don't want Blake Griffin. We give you anybody besides Diambo. Shit, we'll give you Dwayne Casey mama if she's still alive. No offense. We'll give you whatever. We'll give you Luke Kennard, Bruce Brown. To be honest, it's probably an audible here. If we willing to part ways with Christian Wood and we get the number one pick, to be honest, I probably would take James Wiseman number one, to be honest with you. If we get rid of Christian Wood, I think shit. Whew. Look here, man. This is all right. Let's just talk about the scenarios with the Wolves, and then I'll tell you what I would do. All right. I really don't want to trade Diambo or Wood. All right, definitely not Diambo. But I'll be looking to give him Luke Kennard, Sivy, Malachi, Derrick Rose if they want him, Blake Griffin. Hey, I can get anybody they want. They like Tony Snell, you smell me? I'll give them him. I'll give them them. So, and then more than likely, it'll be the 7th pick. Let's say Luke Kennard. If they want Blake Griffin, I don't know if they really want to go into the luxury tax like that with Blake. They just share the contract. So I'm going to say they don't want Blake Griffin. But if I can do Luke Kennard, the number 7 pick, and if they don't want Blake Griffin and they want my next year number 1, that'll be tough. That'll be real, real tough. So, I mean, you can negotiate with the Warriors. You can negotiate with the Warriors. You can negotiate with the Wolves. It depends. Now, more than likely, you probably going to have to part ways with Christian Wood in either one of these scenarios. And if we have to part ways with Christian Wood, I don't want to. Because it's the number 7, Luke Kennard, Sivy Malachi, good enough to get the number 1 pick from the Warriors? That's the question. I mean, number 1 pick from the Wolves. Is it good enough to get the number 2 pick from the Warriors? Also, the Warriors probably gonna want to dump Andrew Wiggins' contract here. That means you won't have no shot at Brandon Ingram. You probably don't have no shot at Brandon Ingram right now to begin with. So it depends on what the Wolves want. More than likely, it's probably going to be Luke Kennard. I don't got no problem getting rid of him. He's sorry because he can't stay healthy. I don't have no issue getting rid of him. It depends on what else they want. Because we know they don't want Blake. And we really don't have too much other than Wood, Diambo. You don't want to get rid of Diambo. It's just not a lot to give them if they don't want Blake Griffin. And Blake only got 2 years left, more than less than Andrew Wiggins having like 3 or 4 years left. So if they do take Blake Griffin, 1 more year, and then next year's expiring contract they can deal it. Or maybe they'll take Blake Griffin due to us having only 2 years left on his contract. But let's say we give him the 7th, Luke Kennard. Let's say a number 1 pick next year. Let's say we do that. But my whole thing is mortgaging next year. Is it any player in this draft worth mortgaging next year? There's no way I'm losing Wood and the number 1 pick next year. So this is my thing. If they take Blake because of the contract, Luke Kennard, R1 this year, and let's say we got a protected one. Let's say we got a protected one next year. I'm going to say this. If they take Blake, Luke, number 1, 7 pick this year, cool. That's a beautiful house in a bad neighborhood. They built that from the ground. I wish I could take a picture of it. So I do that. So we do get the number 1 pick, or the number 2 pick. We get the number 1 pick. Is LaMelo worth it? Is it that much difference between LaMelo, Killian, Cole Anthony, RJ Hampton, and everybody else? Is it that much of a gap? Is your question? To be honest, I'd rather them stay at number 7 than jumping up trying to get LaMelo. Now, LaMelo means we have more national televised games. But we probably gonna be in a bubble next year. Truth be told, all day. So we probably gonna be in the bubble next year. So is national televised games really gonna help us out next year? Probably not. If they have fans in attendance, probably so. So my thing is this. The most that I'm giving up, okay? The most that I'm giving up is Wood, Blake, Luke, and the number 7 pick. That's the most I'm giving up. Now, if Wood not in there, I think about the number 1 pick next year. But I think they're in a good position at 7. Somebody asked me to do, I think Saik, okay, I forgot his first name. Mr. Bay from Vanderbilt, that's coming. Obi Toppin's draft light, that's coming. Okongwu draft light, that's coming. So I'm gonna probably do multiple draft spotlights today. Man, if you can see what this kid doing, his mom's gonna beat his ass when she come outside. That was funny. He had his jacket tied to a rope that was tied to a tree branch. Mama gonna beat him like he stole something. But me personally, I just don't feel a need to move up in this draft. Now, if I did move up and I was able to keep Wood, now we don't know as well too. I meant to bring this up. The new CBA has not been negotiated yet. So what we don't know if the Pistons can or cannot amnesty Blake Griffin. That's what we don't know. If that happens, you know, if they can't trade Blake Griffin, that may happen. So that's also something to look at. But I'm not doing it. But if I did do it, and I was able to keep Christian Wood, I would probably draft James Wiseman rather than LaMelo. I would probably draft James Wiseman. I love LaMelo game, but you instantly move that boy Wood to the 4. He can play the 4, 3, or 5, his versatility. You instantly get a guy in Wiseman that reminds me of Dwight Howard that probably going to have better offensive game. Worst case scenario, he Andre Drummond with better defense, because Andre ain't had no defense. I'm probably taking James Wiseman if I traded up for the number 1 overall pick. That's who I'm probably taking. His defense, I know that the big fellas, they no longer popular and sexy no more. But I'm taking him with the number 1 overall pick. And I'm going to tell you why. His ability to defend, I think he got some offensive potential. And if that's the case, and he got all that, I got to take big fella. Straight up and down. I got to take him. You get to replace him. You can replace him easily with you can replace Andre Drummond easily with him. So that's what I would do. Right number 1 pick, I just like Wiseman too much. And if Wiseman, I'll do a video later on that one. Another day about Wiseman. I'm going to do a draft spotlight on him probably tomorrow or in the coming days. So that's my opinion on it. I draft Wiseman if I did move up, not LaMelo. I'm reluctant to do it over here. I'm reluctant to trade next year's number 1 pick. But I don't see a big need to move up to number 1 or number 2. It's just talks that the 1 and 2 picks, the Bulls don't want to trade down. Even picks behind us like the Knicks want to trade down. So, I mean, if it's cheap to move up this year and they say this 7 and Luke and, you know, possibly they take Blake Griffin, then yeah, I would do it. But if it's like really talking about Wood and Diambo's off limits, you know. But hey, Let me know what you guys think. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request. Keep sharing the videos. Want to make a donation to the channel? Cash App, CJGood313, PayPal link in the description. Best way to donate personally is to share the video. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. If I didn't say before, all the links in the description. You ever need to reach out for a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request. Also, we can be looking for sponsors for the channel. So if you got a product or your local Detroit business or you selling stuff, I got some really good rates, so I don't try to break you. So let me know about that. Also, check out my other channel, Goodfellas Sports TV, right here on YouTube for more sports, music, news, and entertainment. It's a great way to donate. One time for the one time we gone.